Working on my face, I will dox the magistrate. Yes, it is me, it is I. It is time for the Hunger Games time. I think I rhyme time with time, but I don't care. I'm just a gamer with a pair, of these nuts. Got 'em. Are you guys ready? I'm not late. You troglodyte. Where's that from? I don't know. Well, but I do see that it's time to go. That was a good rhyme. I don't know why I'm rhyming so much. Welcome. Hold up. I'm totally unprepared. Basically caught with my pants down. I need like, Okay. Let's see if that pulls up what I want. No, that just pulls up. Bam, 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 bam. I need. No, that's Zelda. Wait, Zelda. There we go. That's probably. Wait, what? No, that's wrong. It's Hyrule Forest. I don't even remember. Where's that from? Bunch of custom text and a few custom events. Anyways, we're playing Hunger Games. Legend of Tenna. Sorry, my bad. Legend of Tenna music. There we go. We're playing. I'm hungry. I want to play a game. Well, too bad, because you're going to be watching a game. Okay, you saw part of it, but actually I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Okay, it's Legend of Tenna, and we're starting off by introducing our first contestants. I don't know if you're in it, but this is gonna be season 1. We have a season 2 later, I think. But not enough people joined it, so we have a few guest contestants for that one. And by few, I mean like the same. Anyways, here we go. Starting off with Typhlosion, and Typhlosion apologizes, and I did nothing wrong. Dargonet was kind enough to custom make these first few ones, and then it's pretty great. We also got Krunskus and Gary Grub. These are the beautiful. This is Hunger Games Simulator, by the way. If you guys don't know what this is, we do this once in a while, and this repeating sucks. This repeating sucks. Okay, hold up. You know what? I'm gonna record this one too. There we go. I hit the record button. Maybe this will be a YouTube video. I don't know. All I do know is that this is suffering, and I probably need to redo the intro. I don't give a crap. What's good music, chat? What's good music? Other than Legend of Tenna, because that sucked. It's just the theme, but I love Krong. We all love Krongus. This is Hunger Games Simulator, where we simulate all the things that die or whatever. Yeah. Hunger Games from 2012. I was 12 years old. Wow, that's over a decade old, isn't it? I'm old. Gary Grub is based. I need some Legend of Zelda Hyrule Field theme. There we go. That's what I need. I mean Legend of Tenna. Legend of Tenna. There we go. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Alright, so we've got Typhlosion apologizes, and I did nothing wrong. They're, of course, still standing, because I'm still standing in House 1. If you don't know, there's like 12 houses, 24 contestants, okay? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be poggies. Of course, you've got Krongus and Gary Grub. Gary Grub are gonna be fighting them. By the way, if you don't know, this is probably the pedophile house. If you guys didn't realize that. Dargonet, what was the ping today? What was the ping? Did you ping? You better have pinged. That would have been funny. Hunger Games Mini Season 1. I don't understand why it's called Mini Season 1, but it's apparently called Mini Season 1. Pedo House. So Typhlosion, if you don't know, is a pedophile in Pokemon lore, touching kids or something. And of course, this is a filthy dolphin. We don't like their kind. If you don't know the Watanohara lore, you don't know the Watanohara lore, okay? We don't like the dolphins, okay? But we do like Krungus and Gary Grub. Obviously, the silly creature house. We love the silly creature house. He did it. Did what? Your mom. Anyways, we've got that squad. Of course, we have Legally Distinct April coming in hot.
Oh my gosh, it's me, April, Legally Distinct. I think I died in a previous one, but that's not canon now, because it's a mini season 1. Oh my gosh.
And then it's me. Wait, no, that's not me. That's a guy named David. I don't know him. Anyways, no. Fake news. Shut up. Fake news. I don't know that guy. But that's,
oh my gosh, it's April.
You have, shut your filthy mouth hole, okay? Shut up. I'm gonna zoom in. Hyrule Castle, shut your it's not Mario Galaxy. Oh, that works. Oh, yeah, that works. All right. Super Mario Galaxy. I love you, Super Mario Galaxy. If this is edited for YouTube at all, it'll have its own music. But anyways, here, I'm gonna zoom in more because I don't wanna spoil. Oh, I've maxed zoomed. I'm at 500% zoom right now. Here we go. House 4, a sword, and a PlayStation 3 Guitar Hero guitar. Is that April's boyfriend? They're brother and sister. Oh wait, no. April's the sister of Balvin, not David. So that's awkward. Wait, that's yours? That's funny. But anyways, this is a sword. Is the sword yours too? I don't know why the guitar is so low detailed, because it's funny? I don't know. But is the sword yours too? Because that's really funny if it is. Oh no! It's time to reveal the second one because the music deems it Jupiter. The little planet Jupiter, along with Queso has evolved. Okay, Jupiter and Queso are now teamed up. Okay, I'm betting on the PS3 Guitar Hero guitar to win. Oh. I mean, he's a contender, but then you've got Jupiter and Queso, who's going to eat the planet, and apparently lost his limbs, which is crazy. But I mean, I feel like Queso's so large he would pull all of the planets in the universe back together. You don't need limbs if he has orbit. That's true. Anyways, okay, now you're being too epic, Super Mario Galaxy. Shut up. There we go. All right. Here's the next one. Chomper and Money D. Luffy. Live action Chopper right there. Chomper and Money D. Luffy. Is it Luffy or Luffy? I feel like it's actually still Luffy. But it's like spelt wrong. But that's funny. Well, of course, they're a squad. Okay, I forgot to be naming the squads. We have the, like, stream-related squad. We've got, the inanimate object squad, the planet squad, and the One Piece squad. Money to Luffy. Yeah, Chomper's still Luffy. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, this is the One Piece squad. Not One Piece, don't get it twisted. It's 1P. Wealth, fame, power, these things were obtained by a man named Gold Shower Roger. You want my treasure? Then go and find it. I peed it all into the grand line. First shard. Nice. Goldie Roger. Gold P. Roger. Anyways, we've got, let's go to the next contestants, okay? Because this is very silly. All of these are very silly. But then we've got a white peppermint and shark that eats peppermint. I don't know what to call this squad. I don't get the reference. Are you just taking random pictures of your house? I think this is incorrect if you ate it. Whole under peppermint. Is that you? Did you like slurp it in? Is that a Hito peppermint? It's named Hito. Hito is the main character. It sacrifices its Hitos. Shark that eats mint is very funny though, because that implies that it did not eat the mint because Dargonet ate the mint. So that's very awkward now. Alright, time for another peaceful squad here. Stroke Platinum. And what the crap is this? Is this a JoJo's reference? Okay, this is the purple guy squad. Star Platinum was Wade in Monster Hunter Wild. Wait, that's Monster Hunter Wild. That's awesome. That's a peppermint. Oh, that's a peppermint and he eats mint. That's true. That's true. Anyways, this is literally the purple guy squad. This is the stroke behind the... This is the man behind the stroker. Man behind the gooner? I don't know. Stroke Platinum is very silly. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how to describe this demon, but next we got homophobic Deltarune. Oh no, and I'm old. Yes, we homophobic Deltarune. It's very bad. These are the villains. These are the villains. Old people and homophobia. It's the homophobia squad. Cause all people over the age of 80 are homophobic or something. I think that's actually just correct. Anyways. So wait, does that mean the 100-year-old lollies? Yes, the 100-year-old lollies are in fact all homophobic. I'm offended. I'm gonna go have an abortion now. Oh, on your old people? What? What? You're gonna abort an old guy? Okay, well anyways, homophobic Deltarune. I'm old, I love Gerson from Delta P. Oh, it's me. I'm old. I love doing that voice. I don't know why. Anyways, next squad. Final row of squad people. All right, let's see if you can guess what they are. This is House 10, American Patriot, and LGBTQ kissing. So this is, I think, the gay squad, who is the antithesis of the homophobic squad. I think we have some we have some contesting. If LGBTQ kissing gets killed by homophobic Deltarune, this is gonna be a problem. Anyways, that's the hottest Pikmin I've ever seen. Pikmin, they should go the Persona route with Pikmin. You know how Persona has like Persona Q and Persona Q2? They should make Pikmin LGBTQ. It's just the Pikmin kissing each other. They're all just like Anyways, this American Patriot, he's awesome. I think his name is Doug. And then they make a remaster called Pikmin 5 The Replant. On God. Anyways, next house. That's the gay squad. Then we've got Thanos Table and Abel that guy. This is the Abel squad. I think. So the weekend's in the game. Wobbly's instantly in stream because Wobbly loves the weekend. So yeah, I'm just the only thing I can see that's similar is probably the chiseled chin and Abel, Table, Abel, Babel, Gable, Pable, Zabel, Yable, Gable. If the weekend wins, Wobbly should get VIP. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but what if he dies? Is Wobbly timed out for the rest of the stream? It's not his. I've seen image of his body and that's not his. Wobbly, do you want to agree to this? Where if he wins, you get VIP, but if you die, or if he dies, then you get timed out for the rest of the stream. What say you, Wobbly? The people are winning, or waiting. They are also waiting and winning. Crap! They put his head on some random guy. Nah, I don't agree. Alright, that won't happen. Screw you then. No VIP for you. Then we've got the Golden Lord! Oh my gosh, is that XXX Shadow Lord XXX 420 XXX? Sorry, hold up, let me re-say that. XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX, aka the Golden Lord.
I'm gonna go on with Jill and the Sags! Oh, into my Roman Empire. Like open Split the Fiction.
Yeah, we played Split Fiction once. Remember that, guys? And then Carnosaurus. It's a Carnosaurus. I don't know what that means. It's a Carnosaurus. Carnotaurus? Carnosaurus. It's a Carnosaurus. That's an S, not a T. The T is silent. Thus I dictated. Anyways, oh, that's kind of ugly. This zoom gives, okay, so pedophile squad, little guy squad, relevant to stream squad, inanimate squad, planet squad, 1P squad, mint squad, purple guy squad, homophobic squad, LGBTQ gay squad, able squad, and furry squad. Alright. Yeah, read the text at the top. The Balvin Simulator. There you go. We love the Balvin Simulator. Okay? But now it's time for us to proceed, because these are our contestants and they're going to cook. Only one of them is going to win. Out of all of these, place your bets now on who's going to win. I personally think that, I feel like whoever I say will be a death sentence. My money's on mint. Shark that eat mint or peppermint? You have to specify between pepper or mint. That's shark. Okay. Well, two of them can win. It's just unlikely. No, not in this simulation. Put money on my goat, Carnosaurus. Okay. It's Carnosaurus, by the way. I can't read. I'm gonna put my money on our beautiful American patriot. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Two could win if they're from the same district. I don't believe so. They have to kill themselves in Minecraft. All right. I think with this music, we have to start now. Here we go. The epicness shall begin. I'm gonna super zoom in though, so we don't get spoiled. Here we go. It's all custom text. Proceed. As the tributes stand on their podium, a weird dog appears and walks out of mine, exploding and signaling to the participant that the simulation hath begun. I don't remember a weird dog appearing and walking out of mine, but all right, it hath begun. We're starting with Jupiter, a random guy named David, and then shark that eat mint. Let us find out what happens. Jupiter, David Ross, and Megalodon work together to get as many supplies as possible. No, you have to pronounce it like this now. That's the correct spelling. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ignore this, but that's crazy. All right. Oh, homophobic Deltarune. Carol stays at the cornucopia for resources. I'm gonna turn this down just a tad. Alright. Uh-oh. Sal runs into the cornucopia and hides. By the way, that's his stupid dolphin name. Yes. Then we've got XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX found a Nintendo DSi that can somehow run Switch games. Bro, he's already on that grind set, the Gone Lord. He's on the grind set, guys. He's playing Mario Kart. It's a mystery on which one. What happened to the sword? Sword takes a handful of throwing knives and found its family. XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX. Oh, you're right. This is the Darknet. There's a misspelling. There's a misspelling in this Hunger Games. This is the saddest day of our entire lives. Anyways, we continue onwards. Uh-oh. Luffy runs into the cornucopia and hides. Nice job, Luffy. Nice job. Oh. April Ross found a Nintendo DSi that can also somehow run Switch games. She's flirting with the Gone Lord for real. It's also legally distinct because there's a Y instead of an I, so this. Oh, I guess we're going into Queso. Queso. He runs into the cornucopia and hides. Like that's gonna work. He's the size of the cornucopia. I'm pretty sure the Hunger Games just ended and he won because he ran. It caused several tier 10 earthquakes. I don't know what it's called. And yeah, it killed all the contestants. Anyways, the white mint runs away from the cornucopia, probably being chased by Darknet and his hunger. This is very fitting music right now. We need something a little bit more epic. Wait, hold up. This is very chill. Let's do like Fire Emblem fighting music. There we go. Battle themes. There we go. Hold up. Can you get a little bit? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Bro caused the recent earthquake in Alaska. Bro did more than that. He caused Armageddon. More like Queso-mageddon. When are you gonna customize the text in the simulator? They are customized. You think a Nintendo DSi that can somehow run Switch games is in the base game? Darknet customized a ton of the text, so we're good. Let's see what happens to Gary Grubb. What happens to him? GG runs away from the cornucopia, of course. What happens to Krongus runs away. Star Platinum grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. It's not fully centered. I need that to be centered. Okay. Fable gathers as much food as he can. Alright. Carnosaurus runs away from the cornucopia. Typhlosion the Sixter I guess something's happening with old guy. I'm old. Typhlosion the Sexter grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Bro, where's Dale? I don't know.
Just wait, Panda. Stop being so impatient. SMH.
This music sucks again. Why is it only playing Fire Emblem Fates battle themes? Play all the battle themes. There we go. We're getting 8-bit now. I should play the original Fire Emblem on stream now that I think about it. That would be really funny. I would cook. Nightmare on Section 8 is fire. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, Typhlosion the Sexter grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. And then, Gerson boom runs away from the cornucopia very slowly. Because he's a giggity gamer. Alright. Pikmin's run into the cornucopia and hides. Okay. Okay, this music sucks too. Why does all this music suck? We're skipping him. There we go. We skipped to Awakening. We're awake now. We're awake. When it comes to dying on the last attack, we're running away. Anyways, the hero of guitar runs away from the cornucopia. Jinx stays at the cornucopia for resources. Chomper finds a canteen full of water. The Mukin runs away from the cornucopia. And then what does our Doug? His name is Doug! Runs away from the cornucopia. I actually guessed his name. Holy crap, that totally wasn't pre-planned. Anyways, peak name, on God. Doug is awesome. Not the Mukin. The Mukin, I wish the Mawkin fell into a mine. Somebody's gonna die from being mogged. Watch this. Alright, proceed. Alright, Thable's doing something. Thable watches the newest Markiplier video. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
I'm about to make a deposit, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, God, you were really pulling the weight around here, man. Look at that money that we now have. We should just go straight.
Grab the trimmers.
For what? What, are you gonna hit me with a bat? Ah! Oh, this is fun.
Okay, anyways, base Thable. Yeah, Doug is pretty awesome. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry, I got distracted. Alright, what does the sword do? Sword searches for firewood with his family of knives. I think he got like a wife and kids. The sword got a wife and kids. Okay, uh-oh. I think this is our first contesting. Cuddling his body? What? No. Sal scares K-Surth off. That's impressive. That's what they get for child diddling. Stupid dolphin. Anyways, David Ross hits the specialist. Okay. This is pretty epic. Holy crap. Carol receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The homophobic community is definitely protecting Carol upon this battle here. Oh, Krongus and Doug. They must be friends. Oh, they're friends. Doug and Kronkus work together for the day. Beautiful, as all friends should be. Here, I'm actually gonna do something for display capture. I'm gonna turn off the cursor because I think it's annoying me. Heck yeah. Hello, yo, what's up, Kate? You about to see Monkey D. Luffy? Monkey, sorry, Monkey, Luffy's hunting for the 1p. He need the 1p. He need the 1p. Just as a summary of what we're doing again, we're doing a Hunger Games simulator. Nobody's died yet. So I guess all the people you've seen so far, you could take a gamble on if they're winning or not. Gorilla P. Luffy, on God. Uh-oh, this might be the first death. The hero of guitar steals from the Mugen while he isn't looking. Skill issue. I have to look up any of the images on Google because I already had everything in my store. Nice job, Target. Nice job. Okay. Jupiter versus Stroker. Jupiter tends to Star Platinum's wounds. I don't know how that works. Planets don't have arms. Okay. 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 Oh, this is a big one. Gary Grubb, Sexter Typhlosion, and XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX. Wait. GG. Gary Grubb over here is Typhlosion the Sexter and Shadow Lord 420 XX talking in the distance.
They're diddling. They're planning to diddle.
And only get away with 2 charges. Oh. Oh, he's exposing him? You know what, that's true, but he is the Gone Lord. You never know what he's goning to. You know? But goning doesn't even mean gooning. That's not even the same thing. The Gone Lord, goning means to, like, poop or something. Yeah. Obviously, Jupiter uses his gas to cauterize the wounds, on God. We got the other one? Shut up, I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember that, Panda. That gives me PTSD. Okay, whoa! We're gonna have to zoom out for this one. I didn't read crap. Okay, here we go. Megalodon, Carnosaurus, the White Mint, and Chopper raid Jinx's camp while she is hunting. That's crazy. What an alliance. These are all mostly animals. Except the White Mint. The White Mint is actually working with the shark that eat mint. It's crazy. My goat has appeared. Oh, God. That was me. Okay. I'm old! A Gerson Boom constructs a shack with his profane knowledge of delting the dudes. He Minecraft. Yeah. I don't know who put what. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, and here's legally distinct April. April Ross makes a wooden spear, probably with her DSi that can somehow play Switch game. Heck yeah. Oh, Pigments explore the area. Luckily, nobody's dead. Here we go. I think it's nighttime now. I think this is where we're getting to murder. Here we go. Congratulations for one boom shot. Somebody died? Who died? Nobody's dead. Who's the boom shot? What? What? Pause. You died? That's weird. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I have to pull up my Depresso Espresso music. And then the guys, this is so sad. This is so sad. Cannon sound. There we go. Just give it to me. It's a little different than usual, but I don't give a crap. This is so sad, guys. Houses died. This is so sad. Everybody, the houses are dead. Houses is dead. Houses died. Queso moved once. True. When Queso ran to the cornucopia, all the houses on the planet all died. They all fell down and exploded. That's what happened. Read the text at the top. Congratulations for the losers won. Yeah. One boom shot can be heard in the distance. Oh, wait, it's not even a cannon shot. It's a boom shot. Hold up. Boom sound. Wait, that's awesome. Wait, hold up. Mifa, shut up. Shut up. That's the sound of all the houses collapsing. That's not boomy enough, though, for this. Alright, there we go. Nope, too quiet. Beautiful. It's all things should be. Anyways, that was amazing, but we must continue onwards. MP3 boom sound effect, on God. We'll be doing that sound effect from now on. Alright, here we go. Let us proceed. It's a sad day for houses, which doesn't even exist, but sad day for houses. K-Surth attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Probably because he's, well, he eats the fire. Alright, the hero of guitar receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Carnosaurus quietly hums. Okay. Oh, this is a very peaceful Hunger Games. Hold up. You know what? This is very peaceful. Nobody's died yet. I think... what's the record for, like, a Hunger Games simulator not having anybody die? Because, like, I think we're about to reach it. 24 people, no deaths. In deaths, unlimited deaths, but no deaths. 2 days, I think. Well, I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Sal starts a fire. Sword cooks her food before putting her fire. Oh, I misgendered the sword. Chat, forgive me for I've sinned. I've misgendered an inanimate object upon today. I do, for my due diligence, I'm sorry. The sword and her wife and children cook food before putting the fire out. The throwing knives all ate good that night. Megalodon loses sight of where he is. French core, yes. David Ross attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. On God. Turns out Darknat did something so no one ever dies. I swear to God, if that happens, we're gonna be here all night, I guess. Alright. Gary Grubb receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Chomper and... oh my gosh, these two would be friends. Oh, they sleep in shifts. Oh, they're homies. I think they're trying to take out the Diddle Squad. I did change it so we have less death. Okay. So it'll be more cinematic. I'm the sponsor. Oh, God. Okay. Doug, Carol, and Typhlosion the Sexter... oh, wait a minute. Dog, no! He sided with the... he became the anti-gay! Wait, what about the Pikmins? What about the LGBTQ Pikmins? He was on their side! This is so sad. Well, less deaths equal absolute cinema. So, you know, Gerson Boom looks at the night sky. Oh, I love the night sky. He could be deceiving them. That is true. He is with a pet. Maybe he's undercover. That's what it is. Doug is undercover because he's goated. An American patriot, Doug. Pikmins dream about a beautiful view they saw. There are two of them. Oh crap, we have a thing happening. We have a thing happening. That's 6 people? Holy crap. The war has begun. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is Krongus, the Stroker, April, Fable, Jinx, and Jupiter. Oh, Kronkus, Star Platinum, April Ross, Fable, and Jinx track down and kill Jupiter. I'm gonna get canceled because I was the first one to die. Crap! Ball! Crap! Mike, hit the cancel the game, Mike. No, Plot Racer, I'm not bald. Welcome to the stream, though. Cancel my house. Darknet, this was Darknet. I'm Darknet. I'm sorry, you could have to take the blame for this one. This was Darknet's Hunger Games, not mine. Darknet's, even though I sponsored it. Darknet's Hunger Games, not mine. It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault. Guys, this is not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh, you don't have VIP skill issue. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Please. The White Mint thinks about winning. I take full responsibility as the meat shield of Balvin Co. Nice. All right. The Mukind thinks about the Jongleur.
Oh yeah, baby girl. Oh yeah. I love the Vaporeons and the Laponies and the Laporions, baby girl. Wow.
Gobblemon was so long ago, oh my gosh. Okay, and then Monkey D. Luffy looks at the night sky. Alright. But we proceed. Freaky minds think alike, on God. What does Krongus do? Krongus tries to spear a fish with a trident. Fishing! It fishes! I am special, Plot Racer, on God. Wait, the White Mint, Chomper, and April Ross enter a dark world? Is that delting the ruins? Are we dealt my runes? My run! Okay, on God, though. Okay, hold up. The White Mint is the main character. Wait, hold up. Why is this actually fitting? Wait. I can't say name of a dinosaur. The White Mint is the main character because that's like the heart. Okay. April Ross is like Susie. And then Chomper is Razzle Fart. Yeah, it's a literally Dumber. They're cosplaying. This is crazy. I have gone insane. Anyways. Star Platinum tries to sleep through the entire day. Doug travels to higher ground like the gamer Doug is. He's probably scouting. Fable makes a slingshot. Megalodon sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Probably because he's in the water. And he's a fish. Makes sense. Uh-oh. Shadow Lord 420, okay, runs away from Case Earth. Case Earth apparently decides not to chase him because Shadow Lord is actually made of shadows. So Case Earth can't really consume him. Very unfortunate. Maybe he will later. Well, Typhlosion the Sexer receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Hey guys, who's sponsoring Typhlosion? Who's sponsoring Typhlosion? Which one of you guys is sponsoring Typhlosion? I would. He said he was sorry. Your Honor, this child predator said he was sorry. I think he deserves to go free. I bet that's what happened with Diddy in court. Diddy's lawyer was like, Your Honor, Diddy said sorry. Your Honor, he's got a ukulele. Let's let him get away with it. Your Honor, he did a YouTube apology video. I think he's fine. I got Typhlosion and Shark. I don't think the Shark wants to be sponsored by you anymore. I think that's just a thing. I like how we're playing this really epic music and we're just talking about Typhlosion and like sponsoring Typhlosion and yeah. Anyways. Who's next? Well, Luffy thinks about home for some reason, and Carol discovers a river. Nice job, Carol. What happens between these two? Gerson Boom sprains his ankle while running away from David Ross. Ah, yes. Gerson Boom sprained his ankle because he's
old. My ankles aren't like they used to be. It rained a little bit, and now my ankles are having the arthritis, and I can't feel my lower half.
Oh, crap. 5-person jump scare. Because it apparently takes like 4 people to kill somebody. So, let's see what happens. Sword, Jinx, the Mukin, and the hero of guitar raid Gary Grubb's camp while he's hunting. Pigman's... Oh, no! Pigman's attempt to climb a tree but falls to his death. I'm so getting canceled. The first 2 people to die is a Jewish reference, and then the LGBTQ community of Pigman. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Chat, I'm so cooked. I'm just gonna be sad now. I'm just gonna be sad. This is the saddest day of my life. I'm gonna get canceled. And if it was a different Typhlosion, what are you saying? They all look the same. They were the same. Dying is gay. That's true, but they can't kiss. They can't. Bald Cat's gonna try replacing me. Wait, Bald Cat, you're bald. What? We still have Doug. That's true. That's true. Doug's gonna carry us to victory. Where's Doug? Was he up here? He has the high ground. Okay? There's no way he can die. Okay? But the Pigmans are dead. It's sad, and what does Sal do? Of course, Sal sees it rising in the distance, but does nothing. And I think this is where we mourn our losses. Yep. These are the 2 booms. Boom. We get 1 boom, 1 big boom for Jupiter, 1 big boom for Jupiter, and 1 big boom for Pikmin. Actually, I'm gonna do another big boom for Pikmin. Because there were 2 of them. This is very sad. This is so sad. Let's see everybody's statuses. Krongus, legally distinct April. What the crap is that? And Stroke Platinum all have 1 kill. Because they all grouped together and killed Jupiter. Which is like very racist. or sexist or oh, I don't know. I don't. Wait, I just realized. That's funny. That's funny. My goats are both still alive. Yeah, they're dying way slower. So, you know what? I don't mind that. But I feel like we've got lots of weapons. We've got lots of stuff that I'm not keeping track of. At least we didn't have fascist Mario Brothers in this one. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Okay. Anyways, I'm done being sad. It's time for murder again. Which actually, I'm gonna run out of Fire Emblem murder time, so we're gonna return to the past. There we go. All right. Let us go back to here and continue our run. House Furry on top. Okay. Proceed. I said proceed. All right. Krongus starts chilling his sags while Gary Grub watches from afar. He's splitting the fiction! He's splitting the fiction! The darkening. I wasn't reading these, that's funny. Okay. Yowie? What do you mean? If you jill the sags, that means that you... It's not sexual at all, that's just... Don't you jill your sags? Jilling the sags means filing taxes, guys. Anyways, Fable lets Megalodon into his shelter. Okay. And the Mewkin goes to sleep. Yeah, that's the funny part. What is the miner on about? I have no idea, but like, why would we ever do sexual things in this stream? Anyways, Star Platinum and Sal tell stories about themselves to each other. His name was Stroker Platinum, so like, that's not good. Jorking and jilling are not the same. Yeah, on God. Uh-oh. Big one! I have to zoom out for this one. Oh, Doug, April, Ross, Sword, and Gerson Boom sleep in shifts. Of course, they're all friends. They're all friendly. They're all homies. Alright. Oh, Peppermint versus Shadow Lord? Okay. The White Mint and Shadow Lord run into each other and decide to truce for the night. What happens to Chomper? Chomper tends to his wounds. The hero of the guitar and Luffy talk about the tributes still alive. And how the ones that are dead are, yeah. The light and dark have a truce. On God, right? Like, if this is the hero of Mr. Undertale and he is like the darkness fountain, they like became friends and fixed delting the runes. The dealing ran. Yeah. Jinx receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Hype? Okay. K-Earth starts jilling his sags while Typhlosion the Sexter watches from afar. If this was sexual, which it's not, that would be very weird. That would be weird. He is in rehab. Yeah, sure. He did not join in. I think that's worse if it was. It's not sexual. Canon. Okay. And then we've got David Ross and No! Why is David Ross, who's just legally distinct from Balvin or any of that image, huddling with a homophobic Deltarune? What? No! This is homophobic! Karn sees a fire but stays hidden. Alright. The daytoning. Alright, David Ross receives clean water from an unknown sponsor on the daytoning. I can't believe you. What can you believe? Shut up. It's not me. It's legally distinct. See, it's spelled different. Okay? Shut up. My goat still hides. The Mewkin is hunting for other tributes. Queso discovers a river. Gerson Boom attacks Jinx, but she manages to escape. Probably because he's old, and people above the age of 80 are all racist. So... yeah!
I hate Jinx, because I'm racist.
He's racist against purple people. Anyways, Fable tries to spear fish with a trident. Uh-oh. Gary Grub overhears Sword and Megalodon talking in the distance. The White Mint discovers a cave. Shadow Lord watches the newest market. Where did I put that? Hold up, chat. Hold up.
Oh, what were you complaining? This is fun. You put the pickle in the bag.
All right, I really need to not get arrested with almost as much cash on me as money we have in general.
It couldn't have been that much. You guys, watch this. Boom! Oh! Oh, yeah!
God, we're so lucky to have.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna do that every time it pops up. Shut up. Okay. Shadow Lord is gaming. Probably on his DSi, I'm gonna be honest. They can play Switch games because, yeah. Okay. Star Platinum and Luffy split up to search for resources. Okay. Typhlosion the Sexter diverts Doug's attention and runs away. Oh, Doug is on the case, guys. Don't you guys worry. Doug is on the case. Doug has to carry this Hunger Games. Okay, Krongus is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Okay. Chomper questions his sanity, not his face. Sal practices his archery. April Ross runs away from homophobic Deltarune. Carnosaurus tries to sleep through the entire day. And the hero of guitar tries to spearfish. Okay. No multiple boom shots can be heard in the distance. We're just gonna proceed because everybody's alive. Alright. Star Platinum receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor on the Darkening 3. The Mukin looks at the night sky. Sword receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The White Mint screams for help. Sal convinces Gary Grubb to snuggle with him. Probably because it looks like a child. Looks like a child. Well, I'm also seeing, like... Sorry, I'm also distracted by the Fire Emblem, like, art that's playing on the side over here. Like, I'm like, what the crap is this Fire Emblem game? Don't mind me. Oh, and that's Awakening. Shut up, Awakening. Okay, sorry, distracted. ADHD brain going burr. Fable and Jinx hold hands. Okay. Gary, traitor. On God. Well... It was probably... Well, okay. Think of it like this. I'm gonna do the thing I told you in DMs now. Okay, Dargan, I have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I think, right? I think. I can't remember. Whatever. Anyways, but if you think about it, Sal is kind of like a child, a diller, and he uses threats. So he probably threatened Gary Grubb. It says convinces, but it doesn't say how he was convinced. It's more like, I'll kill your family if you don't snuggle with me. So then Gary Grubb doesn't want his family to die. So I'm giving Gary Grubb the benefit of the doubt because we hate all dolphins. Anyways, Luffy fends Case Earth, Typhlosion the Sexter, and Doug away from his fire. He 3v1'd an actual planet, a child diddler, and Doug. Impressive. That's a war hero. April Ross receives a hatchet. They sleep in shifts. I don't know why the furries are, working with homophobic Deltarune there. That's kind of sus. Megalodon thinks about the Jonkler.
Oh, a pony.
David Ross is snuggling with
Goose and Boom, I'm old and homophobic and racist. Good thing you're legally distinct from Balvin. Oh, that would be horrible if you...
And then Chomper tries to sing himself to sleep. This is the most pacifistic Hunger Games of all time so far. Krongus is still alive. Okay. They don't know about Carol. Baby Carol's hiding it. Jinx explores the area. Krongus and Carol work together to drown the White Mint. The White Mint is officially dead. Right after I said this is the most pacifistic Hunger Games ever, 2 people work together to drown a mint. That's crazy. That's crazy. Carol from a homophobic Deltarune, convinced the mint to go to the river, and then Kronkus just came up out of the river and launched it and put it into the river and held it in its mouth until it drowned and died. That's crazy. That's crazy. I revoke my sponsorship of Krongus. Too bad. Too bad. You're still the sponsor. That's crazy. That's crazy. I cannot believe that Krongus is actually homophobic. We're learning that this is the most probably homophobic Hunger Games I think ever. William, welcome to stream, by the way. I saw you. Baby Gonthar. I'm surprised Baby Gonthar actually isn't in this. Anyways, Star Platinum diverts Doug's attention and runs away. Okay. Gary Grubb hits the... Okay, that's what Gary Grubb does. Alright. And then... the Thable explores the area. Or the arena, whatever, same thing. Oh my gosh, we have a big boy. We have a big boy. Here we go. What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh! The blood is real! Chomper, Carnosaurus, and Luffy! We need something way more epic than this. Shut your filthy mouth. I need epic music. This'll work. Oh my gosh. Chomper, Carnosaurus, and Luffy successfully ambush and kill Megalodon, April Ross, and Sal, the stupid Darnovan. Okay, not the shark. The shark had to go. It was getting homophobic. Oh my gosh. We finally got at least one child diddler. Oh my gosh. This looks like an episode of actual One Piece. Like, what in the crap? If you think about it, Luffy and Chomper probably were working together with the native dinosaur to take out the, One Piece villains. He's, the final boss. Chomper probably took on, April, and then this dinosaur took on that guy, and then Luffy took on Sal, and they all won. Okay? That's crazy. That's a triple kill! Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. That was crazy. Back to the general fighting music. But, Mega Mist, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. Just catching up with chat for a second. Did anybody else come in? I feel like multiple people came in. Oh, William came in. How you doing, William? Anyways. So peak. I'm gonna peek you, baby girl. Anyways, yo, what's up, Facecalm? I'm gonna continue it now because I see David Ross down there, which is legally distinct from anything on my channel because they diddled with a child diddler, I think. I have short-term memory. Mist does great was gambling. Oh, nice. I'm doing great. Anyways, here we go. David Ross thinks about home. Case Earth and Sword busted down in a dance battle and come to a truce. He said he was gonna peek me? I'm not peeking anybody. I'm not gonna peek on any of you. I only peek. I was gonna say something, and then I was like, man, I really shouldn't have that sound clip on the internet. So I'm not gonna say that. Can we... No. Anyways, no more peeking. Okay. Anyways. Oh, this might be another big one. Okay. Gerson Boom, the hero of guitar, and Shadow Lord 420 hunt for other tributes. Okay. Okay, I just realized that the Susie Undertale and the Hero Undertale are both dead, and the only one left is Chomper. Chomper killed the Deltarune. Yeah. Yeah. Typhlosion the Sexter questions his sanity, and the Mukin receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Alright. And now it is time for us to get sad. Get depressed. Now. Sadly, we lost the white mint. It died because it got, like, assassinated by Krongus and homophobic Deltarune. How could it happen? Nobody knows. Okay, very sad. Very sad. Drowned and disintegrated into nothingness. Okay. Nothingness. Then we've got Megalodon, April Ross, and Sal. They all died at the same time. To which, 3 booms. 3 big booms. Three big booms. Specifically, we only care about these 2. The Megalodon was very silly, very goofy. But as the mint dies, the Megalodon dies too. House 7 is no more. April Ross had it coming for them. Yes, April Ross was kind of playing like a baby the entire time. I forgot what she was doing. But she was dying. Because she's dead. Rewind a bit for me. Okay, sorry, my bad. Let the joy of love lift you higher. And you put your God out there. Alright, anyways. Oh wait, I'm playing epic music. Well, you know what? Hold up. We need happy music because hold up. What's because Sal is dead! Woo! Yeah, baby! We got one of the pedos! Woo! Yeah! Heck yeah. Heck yeah, we get to celebrate. Sadly, these guys died, but Sal is dead. And you know what? I think that's worth it, especially for this channel, because I will not be getting canceled. This is great. Everyone's status, we still have a few child diddlers to go. April died because she got a kill or something. I mean, oh, she was racist. I forgot about that. Anyways, Chomper and Luffy are, working together, actually, quite a bit and getting a lot of kills. They are playing One Piece, but without this. So they're playing 1P. Yeah, I mean, our American Patriot Doug really needs to start cooking, but, look at the clip. What if I don't want it? Okay? Look, this is great, and you're gonna make me look at a clip? You're ruining the mood. Fine. I'll look at the clip. I do like children. That's so out of context. Yeah, that's so out of context. That I know exactly what that was about. Simulation alert. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyways, that's so out of context. I was talking about like, oh hey, I want to be a dad someday. Okay, you troglodytes. And so I'm like, oh yeah, kids are pretty cool. And like, I would love to have one day. Like, you know, that's the stuff I was saying. I wasn't saying like, I like kids. I wasn't saying anything like that, you troglodytes. Don't take me out of context. Be your wife? Okay, bud. Yeah, anyways, we're going back to murder mode. Alright, it's time for us to continue. The losers are dead. I'm gonna probably forget that they were ever in this Hunger Games like an hour later. But we're gonna continue onwards. I have to zoom back in. All right. Proceed. David Ross tends to Luffy's wounds. Does that redeem me? I don't know. The Hungary games continue. On God. Your Riz goes crazy. Alright, what does Chomper do? I can never get this centered. Chomper dreams about a beautiful view they saw. Last time somebody did that, they died. I'm just saying. Oh no! They hit the second guy! Anyways, Gary Grubb climbs a tree to rest. Uh-oh. Oh no! Carnosaurus convinces homophobic Deltarune to snuggle with him. Carnosaurus is officially homophobic. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who's sponsoring this guy again? That's crazy. You're homophobic now. Got him. Alright. Then we've got the Mukin. The Mukin starts jilling his sags while Shadow Lord watches from afar. Of course. He's trying to assassinate Carol. Okay, sure, bud. Copium. Alright. The hero of guitar receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Okay, what? Sorry, what is... You guys are distracting me with these clips. What is this? Saying like, I like kids. You took me out of context! Bro. Guys, you took me out of context! I'll eat all of you. I will consume the flesh of every single one of you. Balvin D out of context. On God. Anyways, what happens with the American Patriot? Oh, Doug lets Gerson Boom into his shelter, as an American Patriot would. Helping the old, with their knowledge. Look at Doug. What a great guy. What a great guy he is. What a great guy. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we might have an epic moment. Jinx fends Krongus Thable and Case Earth away from her fire. Krongus wanted to put it out. Thable was there for some reason, probably in Case Earth's orbit as he tried to eat the fire. Alright. Typhlosion the Sexter receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I think Pug is sponsoring the Sexter, so... What? What do you mean exposed version 3 in chat? What are you talking about? What is... I will consume the flesh of every single one of you. About... One thing I learned is that I didn't realize how quiet the music was. So I'm going to turn it up for you. How dare you? How dare you? I'm insulted. Anyways, okay. I hope that's a good volume for your needs. Okay? Typhlosion the Sexter receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Okay, Sword goes to sleep with her family of 6, I think. Star Platinum cries himself to sleep. I didn't even hear what you said in the clip. Good. It was just me saying I'm gonna eat every single one of you. Your flesh. Like, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, you don't need to hear me anymore. Nobody died. Anyways, next! Carol travels to higher ground. Crap. Alvin can't hear you over the banger tunes. Is it really that loud now? Is it really that loud? Okay, I turned it back down. Okay, is that happy? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy now? I think you're happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Okay. Oh yeah, continue to lick. Okay, Sword defeats Luffy in a fight, but spares his life. That's actually very, very fitting. That's actually very fitting. Because that's like Luffy's one weakness, is like sword. Edge. Edging. Alright, Doug receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, probably the American government. Then we've got Mukin begs for Gerson Boom to kill him. He refuses, keeping Mukin alive.
I'm old. I forgot what I was doing. Goodbye.
Alright. Carol is the villain. Chomper camouflages himself in the bushes, even though he's got like... Chomper's got like 3 kills. Chomper's crazy. Case Earth stalks the hero of guitar. He probably wants to eat it. Shadow Lord questions his sanity. Very on character. David Ross receives medical supplies. Fable constructs a shack, probably itself. Jinx fishes. Typhlosion the Sexter searches for a water source. Yeah, and then Gary Grubb sees smoke rising in the distance, and Star Platinum explores the arena, and Krongus makes a slingshot while Carnosaurus receives a hatchet. Also, Camille, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're playing Hunger Games. I'm hungry. I hungies. No deaths. No deaths. We're surviving. My goat. What are you talking about, my goat? Why do you keep putting these dumb? These are dumb. These are dumb. I will consume the flesh of every single one of you. Here's what I say. I will consume the flesh of every single one of you. That's fake news. Alright. Here we go. We proceed. No deaths, said my goat. Oh, gotcha. Star Platinum begs for Case Earth to kill him. He refuses, keeping Star Platinum alive because he's going to eat him, and he's eating his depression. Okay. Carol passes out from exhaustion. I don't know if that's death. Yeah. The hero of guitar defeats Sword in a fight but spares her life because Sword has a wife and like 5 kids. Okay? That's a wife and 3 kids. Alright, Fable sets Typhlosion the Sexter on fire with a Molotov. This is crazy. The literal wooden table set the fire-type Pokemon on fire, killing Typhlosion the Sexter. That means the child diddlers are no more. The child diddlers are dead. The child diddlers are cooked. Literally. He was in rehab. If he dies to a little wooden table, what can I say? What can I say? Okay, at least the table ain't diddling no kids. Ooh! Alright. Okay, that is epic. But now we go back. Okay, what happens next? Gerson Boom, Luffy, and Carnosaurus cheerfully sing songs together. Luffy is like very on key right now. Like Luffy is like the only character in this that's actually playing like as their character, I feel. And Gerson. Gerson is funny. Oh, big one. Shadow Lord, David Ross, GG, or Gary Grubb, Doug, and the Mukin sleep in shifts. Okay. Krongus and Chomper huddle for warmth. Krongus worked with homophobic Deltarune. I just want a refresher on that. Okay, yeah. Then we've got Jinx goes to sleep. I really want Jinx to die. This image is very disgusting. We proceed though. The hero of guitar receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Doug goes hunting. Shadow Lord steals from Jinx while she isn't looking. Fable runs away from Luffy. That's crazy. Luffy's on his revenge streak. Luffy's gonna avenge. Luffy's gonna avenge the Typhlosion, maybe. I don't know. Actually, would he? I don't know. Kaiser attacks David Ross, but he manages to escape his orbital orbit. Yeah. Carnosaurus. Oh my gosh. Carnosaurus poisons Star Platinum's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. The dinosaur killed itself. Crap, dude. Crap. My beautiful baby boy is dead. Skill issue. Shouldn't have poisoned your own drink. That's such a dumb way to go out. Okay, that's like a dinosaur way to go out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Beautiful. We're getting more deaths. Homophobic Deltarune versus Gary Grubb. Carol runs away from Gary Grubb. Gary Grubb is out for revenge against the homophobic pedophiles. All right, what does Gerson do? Gerson sprains his ankle again while running away from the mutant.
I keep both my ankles are down.
All right. Chomper scares Krongus off. They're not friends. They're enemies. What game is this, by the way? It's a browser game called like Hunger Game Simulator. I guess quick shout out to Hunger Games Simulator. It's like an online browser thing where you can just put images and like custom text, and you can like edit it, and you can like see who wins the Hunger Games, and it's all like automatically generated on what happens. So like, but you can create a story out of it, and we do this once in a while because it's really funny. Anyways, I forget what the website's called, but you can probably just look it up. Hold up. Here, I got... Oh, whoops. I got you. brandsteel.net/Hunger Games. Or something. Yeah, there you go. You found it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Alright. Sword receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Alright. It's time, actually, to be sad. It's sad time. As we see... Oh, wait a minute. It's not sad time. This is happy time. Typhlosion's dead. Yay! The pedophile's dead. Oh, this is a victory, chat. This is a victory. The Thable set him on fire with a Molotov. It was Poggies. The fire-type Pokemon died to fire. Very funny. Very silly. You know what else is silly? The low taper fade meme. Anyways, and then sadly we have to go back to being sad because the Carnosaurus did die, and there's another boom effect. Very sad. Rest in peace, my son. No, it played Rest in Peace, My Son when you said Typhlosion the Sexter, and everybody looked at you weird because, like, you like the pedophile. That's really weird. That's really weird. Carnosaurus, though, I can never say its name. 5 big booms? No, only 1 big boom. Yeah, well, I guess 2 big booms, but, like, only 1 big boom, because screw the dinosaur. Nobody likes the dinosaur. Alright, guys, nobody likes the dinosaur. I hate stream delay, skill issue. Anyways, it's not my fault, your fault. My internet's good, yours is not. See everyone's status. Let's get a recap of what's going on here. Krongus has 2 kills? What's a Krongus kill? Did Krongus kill, Who did Krongus kill? Was it Legally Distinct April? I forget. I know Krongus killed the White Mint. Did that count as a kill? It hasn't ended? No. What do you mean it hasn't ended? This one's going on way longer than the other ones because Dargonad said it to not die as quickly. So, yeah, Chomper and Monkey D. Luffy still working together to get, like, all the kills. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, but that's what we're looking at. Alright. Back to war. Back to war, chat. Back to war. Here we go. Proceed. Shadow Lord and Sword tell stories about themselves to each other, while Gary Grubb is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The hero of guitar receives medical supplies. Meanwhile, Carol, Fable, Star Platinum, and Chomper sleep in shifts. David Ross lets Krongus into his shelter. Luffy destroys Gerson's Boom's supplies while he's asleep. Bro, Gerson has both of his ankles broken and no supplies. Supplies, unlimited supplies, but no supplies. What, this team? Oh my gosh, Chomper is homophobic! Wait, is that his mom? Wait, is Chomper in Deltarune confirmed? Holy crap. If you think about it, they deal with Christmas. You know what else is Christmas? Reindeer, One Piece Chopper. Chopper, One Piece. One Piece is the Delta Piece. That's crazy. Anyways, and then what does K-Surf do? K-Surf starts a fire. Not clickbait chapter 5? For real? I think you've called every character at this point homophobic. Not K-Surf. Or Doug. Well, okay, no, I did call Doug homophobic. But not The Weeknd, I think. The Weeknd looks at the night sky. Jinx and Doug tell stories about themselves to each other? That's weird. Okay. Here we go. Carol diverts Sword's attention and runs away. Well, Sword is definitely not homophobic, because Sword has she has a wife and 3 kids or something. I think she lost a few, because she picked up throwing knives at the beginning of the game. I'm not giving you a tutorial on how to play this game. Figure it out yourself. We're in a week into these Hunger Games. That's crazy. The Mutant explores the arena. K-Surf scares David Ross off. Chomper questions his sanity. Luffy hunts for other tributes. Jinx and the hero of guitar busted down in the dance battle and come to a truce. Gary Grubb is prickled by thorns while picking berries. Shadow Lord constructs a shack. And Doug fishes while Fable attacks Krongus, but he manages to escape. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 2 big uns. Gerson Boom picks flowers, probably the only thing he can do as he lays there without any supplies. Star Platinum receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. No booms. I think Dargonite really lowered the murder. We need more murder. This one's going on for a really long time. Holy crap. Okay. Sword loses sight of where she is. Fable sees a fire, but stays hidden. I got a donut? Nice! Carol receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. That's your fault, because you got a donut. You sponsored homophobic Deltarune. Baldcat, you're actually homophobic. There you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Chomper stays awake all night. Jinx screams for help. Gary Grubb receives an explosive. Gerson tries to sing himself to sleep. K-Surf died. Play the epic more music. Oh no. K-Surf falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Probably because he couldn't swim back up. Bro, he fell into a lake because of how thick he is. And he couldn't go back up. Because he couldn't swim, he just moves the water. He can't. The water is too. I can't hold him. How big was that lake? It was a pretty big lake. I'm pretty sure it was Neptune. But he's dead now. He didn't even eat the water. He died. He died. That's crazy. That's crazy. Realistically, though, he probably wouldn't just eat the water. Actually, wait a minute. That's what it is. He died because he couldn't eat the water because you can only drink water. So sad. We continue onwards, with Star Platinum starts jilling his sags while Luffy watches from afar. Okay, at least it's starting to get a little bit of a smaller roster, so I think they're starting to die a little more. The Weekend is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The hero of Qatar tries to treat her infection. Doug begs for David Ross to kill him. He refuses, keeping Doug alive. Okay, and Shadow Lord passes out from exhaustion, while Krongus seeks a fire but stays hidden. Alright, it's the Daytoning. Sword camouflages herself in the bushes. Shadow Lord thinks about home. We're gonna have another big one. David Ross fails the mission once more. Nah, Doug's gonna save us all. Doug's gonna kill all the homophobia. Doug is still part of the gay house, the LGBTQ house. So Doug is gonna clutch it out for the LGBTQ community, okay? Here we go. But this is a big one, and it includes Doug and David Ross. Here we go. Oh, they're just hunting for other tributes. This is very sad. It's very sad. The Weekend searches for a water source. Gerson Boom injures himself again. He sprained 2 ankles, lost all of his supplies, got a few flowers, but while he was picking flowers, he injured probably like his arm or something. How is he doing this to himself? He's like, I'm breaking at the seams. He's sandbagging on God, but he's gonna be like so dead. Like he's gonna be so almost dead that everybody's gonna think he's dead and then not kill him, and then he's gonna win. Gary Grubb, Star Platinum, Carol, and Jinx raid Krongus's camp while he is hunting. Krongus is too thick. Alright, Luffy discovers a cave. Alright. Oh, we have to be sad. It's sad time. Alright. Well, it's time for Queso. I feel like I need a bigger boom. Hold up. Hold up. Chat, give me a second. I need like a big one. That was what the crap was that noise? That was not a boom. I guess that just works. It's very sad as Case Earth is dead. And now, big question, where am I? You know what I need for once, Belvin, my mod. No. Anyways, Case Earth is dead. He fell into a river and couldn't eat the water. He could only drink it. So that's why he died. He just kind of self-inflicted that one. How many people are dead? Most of the roster's still alive. Why are they all alive? This might be a very long one. The sound of a human, a rusty door. True. But yeah, the pedophiles are dead. Legally distinct April. The planets are dead. The mints are dead. And then LGBTQ kissing and Carnosaurus. All the cool people are dying, actually. Well, okay, these guys aren't cool. But, like, the Mint, Carnosaurus, LGBTQ kissing. Yeah, I guess we just continue onwards. Here we go. Stop playing that. Here we go. Proceed. Doug goes to sleep. Epic! Whoa! Gary Grubb quietly hums. as the hero of guitar, Gerson Boom, Carol, and Shadow Lord sleep in shifts. I think homophobic Deltarune has snuck her way into every single person's, like, sleep mints, or whatever, however that's pronounced. Then we've got Chomper and Sword talk about the tributes alive. Jinx receives clean water. Krongus receives food. David receives medical supplies. Oh, Star Platinum defeats Luffy in a fight but spares his life. That hockey must have been crazy. And then the Mukin sets up camp for the night. And Fable dreams about a beautiful view they saw back in 2001. Has everybody that's seen that view thinks about that view died? I can't remember. Oh well, who cares? I can't remember, but the Sword is fishing with their family. She's fishing with the family. No? Oh, okay. Well, Doug stalks Star Platinum. He's doing the illegal substances. Fortnite is experimenting with games with 6-player squads. Nice. Here we go. Gary Grubb diverts Fable's attention and runs away. Oh, this is a big one. Big one incoming. Gerson Boom forces the hero of guitar to kill the Mukin or David Ross. She refuses to kill, so Gerson Boom kills her instead. I have no idea how. But this is insane. Absolutely insane, because Gerson has 2 broken ankles, 1 mysterious injury, and no supplies. How? The guitar is dead and Gerson gets a kill.
Easy dub, my gamers.
That was actually very fitting music for that fight. Okay? Oh no, but it's not done yet. It's not done yet, W Sacrifice. She didn't kill David or the Mukin. He had to slightly nerf himself a little. True. On God. Jinx searches for firewood. Chomper runs away from Luffy. They've had a falling out. They've been a team this entire time, but they've had a falling out. Homophobic Deltarune stalks Krongus. That's scary. And Shadow Lord sees smoke. Nope. Pause. Sadness time. As we remember, the hero of Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero died to Gerson. Dead. He's gotta kill. I'm old! He's gotta kill. This is very sad, as one big boom sounds in the distance. Very sad. What happened to Queso? He fell into a river and drowned because he couldn't eat the water. He had to drink the water. And he couldn't, he died. Chopper is emergency ration, so it's well, no, that's Chomper, and that's the 1P. If Carol so much as looks at Shadow Lord, I'll rip her apart with my bare hands. Okay. Okay. Well, it's very sad, but we can't settle on the guitar's death for that long because we have to continue the war. The war. Chomper destroys Jinx's supplies while she is asleep. Meanwhile, Carol climbs a tree to rest. All right. Kronkus loses sight of where he is. Stroker Platinum stays awake all night. Gary Grubb cooks his food before putting his fire out. Luffy thinks about winning and becoming the king of the pirates. The Mukin and Gerson Boom huddle for warmth. That's crazy. After he forced somebody to choose between the Mukin and David Ross to kill, he then chooses, you know what, I'm gonna cuddle with that guy. All right, and the Thable dreams about a beautiful view. Wow, the Thable keeps dreaming about that. And then Shadow Lord questions his sanity while David Ross quietly hums. And Doug severely injures Sword, but puts her out of her misery. He just killed the gay Sword. Because she had a wife and 3 kids. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Doug got a kill on the board. I think Doug was not part of the LGBTQ community. I think he's the anti-LGBTQ. I was just set up to kill David, bruh. Mercy kill. Oh, well, he's severely injured and then puts out of a misery. So, like, it was his fault. I'm severely disappointed in you, Doug. Doug is turning out to be another villain of this story. Meanwhile, Star Platinum's thinking about home during the Daytoning 10. Luffy makes a wooden spear. It doesn't mean it was his choice, though. Okay, maybe. Who knows? Darganat's a Doug defender. Darganat's sponsoring Doug. Welcome back, Darganat. I sure do love my Gilg. Ah, yes, gay milk. Doug ain't a villain. He's the anti-hero. That's what he is. Luffy makes a wooden spear. Gerson, boom, scares Thable off. Jinx receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. I really want Jinx to die. This might be epic. This might be epic. This is a showdown of the century, chat. Oh! Carol, Doug, and Gary Gooper, I forget his, Gary Grubb, track down and kill Chomper. Chomper was cooking and killing so many people, and now they decided he was too big of a threat and decided to put him out of his misery. There's been so many Darknet, there's been so many, but it was a murder, and Chomper is dead. This is so sad. This is so sad. And Shadow Lord overhears the Mutant and David Ross talking in the distance, but Kronkus makes a wooden spear. But Kronkus makes a wooden spear. Oh, and now it's time to be sad. This is so sad. As you can hear 2 booms in the distance. Sword, who died to Doug, and Chomper, who died to like 3 people. Very sad. Very sad. A Typhlosion died to a Molotov. That's the funniest thing. Skyland's theme? It's just Fire Emblem. I'm just playing Fire Emblem in the background. But this is very sad. Sword and Chomper. Chomper was getting so many kills, and yet that betrayed him, and he died to homophobic Deltarune. And Doug. And Gary Grubb. That's crazy. This is so sad. Sword's wife and children, they'll miss her. They'll miss her a lot. Who has the most kills now? Oh, he's still okay. There's 3 people with 3 kills, and 2 of them are dead. So Luffy at this point has the most kills. So that's crazy. So that's very sad. Very sad indeed. Perfect transition. All right, back to war, chat. Back to war, and I'm gonna send the music back to the GBA era of Fire Emblem. All right, here we go. Crap, I clicked on their statuses again. Gosh dang it. Here, I need to zoom in anyways. Here we go. Proceed. Jinx cries herself to sleep. Okay. It's nighttime. Oh my gosh. Gerson Boom defeats David Ross in a fight but spares his life. Hey! Bro broke both his ankles, got an injury, lost all of his supplies, and picked a few flowers, and he's on a murder streak. What happened? What in the crap? Well, he didn't kill, but like, he is tough right now. The Weekend, or the Mukin, climbs a tree to rest. Carol sees a fire, but stays hidden. As Thable dies, I am happy. A homophobic Deltarune is still alive. Shadow Lord receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Krongus convinces Gary Grubb to snuggle with him. I'm hoping is 1 with 2 people during nighttime and 5 people during daytime. Okay. Okay. I will keep that in mind. They're snuggling, and then Doug receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Why is everyone hating on Team 11? I forgot who Team 11 is. I want Mugen to die. I'm Shadow Lord sponsor. Alright. Star Platinum sees a fire but stays hidden. Thable looks at the night sky. Luffy tries to sing himself to sleep. Alright. Oh, we've seen the 2001 prompts. If that's what you're talking about. Alright, we proceed to daytime. Day 11. The Mukin chases Thable. They're trying to kill each other. They're on the same team. That's crazy. Gary Grubb hits the... I think this is like the 3rd time Gary Grubb hit the specialist hand, so... Gary Grubb is actually just emoting. Alright, anyways, Gary Grubb is an actual just... I think that he's the only one that's been dancing. Gary Grubb is a dancer, okay? Oh, the dance-off has happened multiple times. We've seen that. You guys just made a dino penis in chat. I mean, David did it first. Shut up. Anyways, here we go. Uh-oh. This might be big. You know what? That's epic enough. Oh, Star Platinum, Luffy, and David Ross, and Jinx hunt for the other tributes. Okay. Krongus chases Doug. Carol runs away from Gerson Boom. Homophobic Deltarune is scared of old people. It's also old-phobic. Alright. Shadow Lord sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate, and we proceed. No booms, we proceed. Thable, Gerson Boom, and Krongus cheerfully sing songs together. The squad. Gerson dominates all fields with no legs, on God. Garson is cooking. Alright. Alright. Doug convinces... Doug convinces Gary Grubb to not kill him, only to kill him instead. What a plot twist. I'm playing the music. What a plot twist. Gary Grubb is now dead. No more specialist dances will ever be occurring. He just got KO'd by Doug. A second dubby. Gary Grubb is now cooked and filleted. I'm Doug's #1 fan. Doug may be evil. Doug is the anti-hero, okay? Doug is the anti-hero. He's just there to murder everybody. He's there to murder everybody. Alright. Here we go. Once the music starts playing, I'll cook. There we go. Star Platinum loses sight of where he is. Oh, David Ross and the Mukin run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Alright. And homophobic Deltarune quietly hums while Luffy questions his sanity. And Jinx lets Shadow Lord 420 into her shelter. I feel like they would be a couple. When he lost his gay mens, he became burdened with madness. On God, dude! Alright, we proceed. All right, but the day's not over yet. The day's not over yet. Jinx, Luffy, and Krongus, and David Ross hunt for the other tributes. They're working together. The Mutant questions his sanity. Shadowlord getting laid. Yeah, exactly. Wait. Star Platinum and Gerson Boom busted down into dance battle and come to a truce. Gerson Boom is winning dance battles by getting a truce with 2 broken ankles and a mysterious injury somewhere on his body. And no supplies. Okay. I don't know how he's dancing. He's just built different, okay? Oh, the showdown of the century. The showdown. It's either gonna be a truce or it's gonna be the most epic fight of all time. Doug chases Carol. Okay. Doug chases homophobic Deltarune. Okay, and Fable searches for firewood while Shadowlord is just playing the most pacifist gameplay of all time. Coward. Homophobic Deltarune has been on the run multiple times. Alright, but it's time to be sad. It's sad time. Because 1 boom for Gary Grubb. Because Doug killed Gary Grubb. I don't think Gary Grubb was homophobic or anything. So, it's very sad. Gary Grubb is dead. This is the saddest day of all of our lives. Gary Grubb is cooked, filleted, Chef Boyardee, a family company. I'm now sponsoring Doug as well in hopes he kills Fable. He grubbed our hearts. And then Doug then grubbed the hearts out of us and tore it to shreds. Because he killed Grubb. Gary Grubb. This is so sad. I'm gonna cry. And shake. And poopy. Anyways, very sad. Very, very sad. We move on, though. We move on. Alright. Whoa, Jinx stabs Krongus while his back is turned! Oh my gosh! The backstab is actually real. Krongus is now dead. They're laying it thick on us. Laying it thick. The Mutant and Luffy sleep in shifts. Not my boy. Yeah, Krongus is dead. Jinx is a murderer. Alright. Doug tracks down and kills Star Platinum. 2 kills, 1 night. Holy crap, Doug is on a murder streak. He has 3 kills now. He's tied with Luffy. You guys don't understand. He's tied with Luffy right now. He is stabbing everybody. He is on a murder streak. Okay? Oh, but we're not done. We got something with Gerson, David Ross, Shadowlord, and homophobic Deltarune. They sleep in shifts. Oh my gosh. They're homophobic. You know what? We stand Doug. Doug is goated. Okay. Okay, and Fable thinks about winning. Alright? It's now time for daytime. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, and weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Alright, here we go. Fable decides not to go to the feast. Homophobic Deltarune does not go to the feast. Shadowlord strangles the Mutant with a rope. 3 kills. Shadowlord has stopped his pacifism and has committed his first crime. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy. Unless he killed before and I just have dementia. Alright, unless he killed before and I have the... What was I talking about? Anyways, oh my gosh. What happens next? Luffy bashes Jinx's head! Jinx's head against a rock several times! Murder has occurred! Luffy with 4 kills dear God. When they say it's a feast, Luffy is there, okay? That is in character for him. In character. Okay? Uh-oh. Oh, no! One of these two is gonna die. It's either Doug or Gerson. Doug and Gerson decide to work together to get more supplies. We're so good. We're so safe. We're so safe. We're so safe. The veteran and the other veteran are goated on the sauce working together right now. That's awesome. I didn't want to see either of them die. I'm so glad Jinx is dead, though, and bashed against the rock multiple times. Holy crap. Okay. David Ross decides not to go to the feast. Alright. But we continue, because now is the daytoning. David Ross and Luffy split up to search for resources. Okay. Gerson Boom spears Thable in the abdomen. He speared a Thable in the abdomen. How many kills does Gerson have?
I'm old, but I'm a gamer. Yes.
He's spearing things that don't even exist and killing them anyways. Another kill has occurred. Justice for Typhlosion. What the crap, dude? Typhlosion was a child diddler. Alright. But it's not over yet. Doug watches the...
Have this guy as a teammate?
How's it looking there? Is it roomy?
Dude, it's like very slightly bigger than the hotel room.
Awesome! Whoa, this warehouse actually would be pretty dope to have. This barn? How do we buy this? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think maybe my trash isn't as efficient. I've only got $97. Oh.
Okay, anyways. Doug watched some of that, and it's epic. That kind of really ruined the momentum, but I don't care. We have to watch it every time Markiplier video comes up, okay? It's a requirement of life, okay? So many people are dead. This is the epic portion. Homophobic Deltarune camouflages herself in the bushes. Shadow Lord makes a slingshot. And now I think it's time to get sad. It's time to get sad. Because now we're at the end game. The end game is here. Let us review who has died. Krongus got stabbed in the back, and thus Big Boom happened. Krongus was stabbed in the back by Jinx. Krongus was cooking, got multiple kills. 07 times 4. Yes. Oh, that's 07. That's cursed. Anyways, Krongus died. Star Platinum was hunted and killed by Doug. And thus was murdered. And then the Weeknd was strangled by his own shadows. I think that's actually canon to the Weeknd verse or whatever, according to Wobbly. As the Big Boom happens, Shadow Lord killed the Weeknd. Star Platinum dead. Star Stroker's dead. It's very sad. He kind of was there, though. He wasn't really an important character, to be honest. And then the fourth one, Jinx, bashed in the head multiple times by Monkey D. Luffy. Money D. Luffy. Sorry, I said it wrong. He did get strangled that one time. There you go, it's canon, see? Alright. And then the Thable was then killed by Doug. And since all of you cheered for the Thable's death... Woo! Yeah! Thable's dead! Woo! I don't know why you guys hate him so much. He killed the pedophile, but woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! It's not the... Oh, yeah, no, it's Gerson. My bad. Woo! Gerson's getting kills! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for. Woo! Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna play the sad music again, though, as we review. everyone's statuses, because I'm actually very curious how many kills everybody has. So House 1 is dead, House 2 is dead, House 3 surprisingly still alive. April died at, like, the very beginning of the game. House 4 is dead, House 5 is dead, House 6, Chopper is dead, Monkey D. Luffy has 4 freaking kills, oh, Money D. Luffy, my bad. House 7 is dead, Purple Guy House is dead, oh my gosh, Doug has 4 kills. Homophobic Deltarune has 2 kills, and Gerson has 2 kills. I think everybody on the board right now, except for Legally Distinct David, have kills, actually. Everybody's a murderer. Everybody's a murderer except Legally Distinct David. House 9 has been subtle. Very subtle. Well, Gerson's been getting so many kills. Holy crap. And Carol's been, like, sneaking around, kind of low-key joining in with people. The prompt I want can still happen. Look at how many of these have happened. Okay, go back to congratulating. All right. But we must continue. It is time to not be sad. It is time to roar. As there aren't many left, we proceed. Shadow Lord is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Here we go. David Ross, Carol, and Gerson Booms discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Yeah, David Ross is playing pacifism mode. Doug stays away all night. I can't even say stays awake all night. Wow. I can't speak anymore. Okay. In character for Shadow Lord? Yeah. Also in character for Doug. Luffy dreams about a beautiful view they saw in 2001. Not again. Alright. We continue. Onwards. Carol receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Gerson hits the... with 2 broken ankles. 2 broken ankles and a mysterious injury on his body. He hits the specialist. For Gary Grubb. 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 All right. For Gary Grubb. For Gary Grubb. All right. Doug picks flowers. He's taken the Gerson strat, where he picks some flowers. The old man strat. Shadow Lord 420 travels to higher ground. This might be blood. Luffy stalks David Ross. No murder has occurred. I am gonna zoom in one more time, though. Carol begs for Shadow Lord 420 XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX to kill her. Will it happen? Will it happen? He refuses, keeping Carol alive. Shadow Lord had the option to kill homophobic Deltarune and kept him alive. And Jeremiah, the rat that was in chat, saw all of that. Shadow Lord is now chaotic evil. Biggest fumble of the century. On God. For real? For real? Chose to make her suffer? Nuh-uh. Because now, she's gonna spread her homophobia. Here we go. Gerson passes out from exhaustion. That doesn't mean he's dead. He's just tired. Okay. He danced all night. All day and then all night. Alright, what does Doug do? Doug lets David Ross into his shelter. Okay. And Luffy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Daytime. Luffy, David Ross, and Gerson Boom hunt for other tributes. Shadow Lord searches for firewood. And Doug makes a wooden spear. Doug and David say Gex. I forgot about Gex. What a game. Carol questions her sanity. As we proceed, the remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. This has never happened before, but it's an arena event. I think we're at the final stretch. I think people are going to die here. All right, let's see what happens. Shadow Lord survives. Okay. Carol starts to doubt her homophobia. Maybe. Okay, hold up. This is epic. I can already tell from the 1 pixel on screen that it's David Ross versus Doug. Hold up, we need new pursuit music. Chat, I'm gonna pee my pants. This is a big one. People are gonna die. What happens here? David Ross drowns Doug, who he thought was a shark, trying to eat him. What? First kill for David Ross, kills Doug. Doug is now dead. David Ross is coming from the behind. Doug is dead. Doug has died. Legally distinct David absolutely obliterated Doug. But it was accidental because he was hallucinating. Sharks that eat mints? Exactly! David, you became a murderer at what cost? It was an accident. It was the game. It wasn't him. It was Sleeper Agent. There you go. What else happens, though? What else happens? Carol survives. Luffy survives. Carson is dead! He ate a scorpion thinking it was a delicate dessert. He's dead. No! Curse it! I'm old! Ooh, Scorpion! The Boomer Squad is dead. The Boomer Squad is dead. We are down to the final 4. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Proceed. That was epic. But now it's time to be sad. I don't know why you guys hate Gerson. He's awesome. I love old guy. Alright. As the 2 boomers died. Wow, this is really sad. This is like he actually died IRL. Doug died and betrayed after he let David into his camp, and then the hallucinations started. Then he died. I'm mold. I'm gold. Doug died to the pacifist of this game. He had 4 kills, but he couldn't. It only takes 1 to kill. And then, of course, I'm old, is now dead. Because he ate a scorpion. He killed so many people. And then ate a scorpion and died. Because he was old and his eyesight is bad. I don't think he even hallucinated. I think he was just... his eyesight was bad. Very sad. The final 4 remain. Legally distinct David. Money D. Luffy from 1P. Homophobic Deltarune. And the Gone Lord himself. Shadow Lord. Or XXX Shadow Lord 420 XXX. The person with the highest kills right now is Money D. Luffy, who has been kind of playing pacifist lately. So, it's time for us to continue, though. The final thing is upon us. It's among us. I need something epicer. Here we go. This'll work. This'll work. Hold up, I just need the beginning of this Fire Emblem. Because I feel like we're near the ending. Here we go, chat. To the finals. On the ground must be a mold bar. My favorite. Chokes and die.
Wow, that small black thing on the ground must be a mold bar. My favorite.
If homophobic Deltarune wins, you're gonna crap yourself. Nice. Well, get ready, because Luffy tends to his wounds. While Shadow Lord starts chilling his sags while David Ross watches from afar. Mountain bar? Oh, I thought it was a mold bar. Anyways, it's fine. Carol goes to sleep. We might blitz these. David Ross catches Shadow Lord off guard and kills him! Bro, the pacifist is now going genocide mode. This is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Oh my gosh. Shadow Lord is dead. The final 3 remain. Luffy practices his archery. It's between David Ross, Money D. Luffy, and homophobic Deltarune. Here we go. We must have a moment of silence for my boy. Shadow Lord. He's dead. He rizzed people up, got a kill on the weekend, and then died. He didn't really do much, but he was the Rizzler. He rizzed baby. He rizzed baby girl. But now we're at the final 3. And just as a recap for everybody's kills. Legally Distinct David is at 2, Money D. Luffy is at 4, and homophobic Deltarune is at 2. So, the finals remain. Let us go for the finals. Let's start right now. Here we go. Get laid, kill someone, die. Yes, exactly. That's what happened. All right, proceed. David Ross and Luffy talk about the tributes still alive. Are they teaming up? The squad teaming up to go kill homophobic Deltarune. While homophobic Deltarune cries herself to sleep because they're being... Wait. They're in a relationship. She thinks they're in a relationship. That's why she's crying, because she's homophobic. She's homophobic. Proceed. Carol tested to see if there was fall damage. I think that means Carol is dead. Suddenly, at day 17, she tested for fall damage and died. I think that's what it means. I think the homophobic Deltarune is dead. Oh, and David Ross and Luffy busted down in a dance battle, and Luffy hit the gritty on the corpse of David Ross. And thus, I think that proceeds with the finale of the games. Let us find out. 2 multiple booms can be heard in the distance as we remember the fallen. Homophobic Deltarune, who's now dead. Let's go. Homophobic Deltarune is now cooked, and sadly, David Ross, who is going psychopathic killer mode, is also dead. And thus, the victory 100% goes to not David Ross, on God. It goes to Money D. Luffy. The bragging right winner is Luffy. Congratulations, Money D. Luffy. He got all the kills. He went to the feast, bashed Jinx's head in multiple times, had the most kills, and clutched it out. What a day. What a day. Let's see the final results. Proceed. These were, okay, so Jupiter died first. I don't like that it died first, because I'm gonna get canceled. Of course, LGBTQ kissing got hit by the towers. White Peppermint got killed. This is all of them. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but I will go over these. The American Patriot getting killed by David Ross. I'm old, dying to a scorpion. And thus, it was done. Homophobic Deltarune was defeated. And homophobic Deltarune killed itself. Wait, okay, hold up. Can we say that homophobic Deltarune saw these two talking the night previously and decided to jump off a cliff because it couldn't handle the fact that chances are they're gonna lose in a 2v1 because they were thinking that they were a gay couple? Can we go with that canon? Can that be canon? Because they were homophobic, but in fact they weren't in a relationship whatsoever. They were just talking about the last tribute, and so they tested for fall damage. Rate the roster, bro. That was a solid. I want to say 8 out of 10 because I feel like. Then again, it was a really good one. It was a really good one. I don't know. I feel like there were some of them like Stroke Platinum that could have been different. I don't know. I didn't like Fable or Stroke Platinum. Some of the characters did not have time to like develop at all, nor did I like them really. Like nobody liked the Fable. Stroke Platinum was like low key. Gary Grubb was at least hitting. They had stories to themselves. Gerson clowned on people while with two broken ankles. 2 broken ankles and a mysterious injury. He got injured at some point, and he had 2 broken ankles. Are we doing a round 2? If you want to look at all the prompts I added, click on Modify Event on the left screen. Okay, where's Modify Event? Town population. In the last episode, what does that mean? In the last episode. Oh, wait, this is a summary. Jupiter died frame 1. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Pikmin just climbed a tree and died. Below disclaimer, it's at the bottom. Oh. Okay. Grabs a shovel, grabs a backpack. Which ones am I looking at? Here, we'll play chill music. The happy music, because everybody is dead. They are at the bottom. Okay. Nose breaks for a basket of bread. Retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Grabs a jar of fish bait while player 2 gets fishing gear. Scares. Grabs shield. Snatches pair of size. We got that one. Out of alcohol and a rag. You have to look per category, bruh. How do I see which category? Oh. Okay, these are bloodbath events. Day events. Okay. These are new. Tricks into restarting the Roman Empire. Oh, that's funny. Enter the Dark World. We saw that one. It was the Peppermint, April, and Chomper that entered the Dark World, and I was talking about how that's actually, like, fitting to Deltarune. Like, those are characters in Deltarune for real. Peppermint main character, Susie is April, and Chomper would be Razzlefart. busted down while in a dance battle and come to a truce. So bloodbath events. Yeah, okay. So night events. Okay. Snuggle. Starts jilling his sags. Yeah, thinks about the Jonkler. And, okay, yeah. We thought about the Jonkler a lot. And then the view from 2001. Razzle Fart. Yeah, you know him. Rumpty Dumpty, whatever his name is. Okay, the feast. Starts a game of League of Legends. Oh no. Oh my gosh. If somebody got that, that would have was that a kill? Would that be a death? Oh no, wait, we're not in the deaths yet. Okay. Arena. Okay. Sorry, I was dying. Okay. Looks like these don't have special things to them. Okay. Yeah, no, nothing here. Sorry about that. I had to mute myself again. Don't mind me. Okay, there were no other arena ones. So now what were the bloodbath? What do you mean they step off their podium and blow up? Okay. Yeah, all the way at the bottom. Fight for a bag. Repeatedly stabs that player to death. Okay, I guess you didn't add anything in the fatal bloodbath. Shoots an arrow, dies from an infection. They should only be at the bottom. So we did not get like many of these at all. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of these. Busted down in the dance battle. Okay, fall damage. Okay, we got both of those. That's awesome. Okay, in the nighttime. But player 2 was playing a game and player 1 came in and split their fiction. You're taking too long. Okay. Lots of Deltarune references. Darganet is absolutely obsessed with Deltarune. So these all make sense. And then what about the feast? Okay. Nothing at the feast. So I guess those were the custom ones. I love Tobias Fox. Nice. All right. Well, I guess that's the Deltarune Hunger Games. Did we have another one planned, or was that it? Because I know, did that one have people from the thing? That was it? Okay. Cool. We made that last the entire time. Wow. We usually do 2 Hunger Games when this happens, but last 2 districts had people. Oh, who are they again? Who are they again? Ah, crap. Wait, who are the last? Okay, House of Love. So, Fable and Mutant, and then the T-Rex and who else? Definitely not Dog. Who else was House 12? Who's House 12? Am I hallucinating? Oh, the Golem Lord! XXX Lord, Shadow Lord 420 XXX. Hey! One of your guys got pretty far. That's cool. That's good. That's good. Well, I was also thinking it could be possible if there was just like the 4 people that you guys picked versus like all of the same guy would have been really funny to see. But yeah, I don't have time for that. So I'm down to just kind of be done for today, because it is around the time when I would typically end. I don't care if it was, here's the Discord. That was really fun. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as I did. What's tomorrow? Do you guys know what tomorrow is, like, schedule-wise? I think it's just Roblox. Normal Roblox. Normal everyday Roblox. Just, yeah. Wait, hold up. Before we stop, though. Hold up. I'm turning back on the happy music. We've got some funny Discord pictures. Looks like. He was in rehab, and he was getting the help he needed. He was in the Hunger Games to earn money to support his kids in their pursuit for college degrees. He was murdered by Fable, and despite being a fire type, he was killed by a Molotov, which is really funny. It's really funny that he got killed by a Molotov. WPAC, hashtag justice, heck yeah. Or heck nah, rest in crap. Fable's not my mortal enemy. Double Rupel is just vibing with the Yeezys. The Raw Yeezys. Screw the Shadow Lord. Screw Fable. I hope Mewkin doesn't die. Wow. Wow. Did you edit that all in like 2 seconds? Oh my gosh. He was caught and sent to the Hunger Games. Well, there you go. Wow. I can't believe you edited. Banger edit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Banger edit. I'm speed. Bro. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Well, yep, that's it. So, yeah, I'm thinking of just editing. Or not editing, ending. I can't speak today. Guys, I want to end. Okay, so you guys have a good Roblox. Yeah, that's the game. Okay, well, you guys have a good night. Roblox tomorrow, don't forget. Wait, Pug, did you just make your... Is this... Nice. I don't really want to raid. I'm tired. I haven't been really tired lately for work, so I was thinking maybe nah. Maybe not. Unless you have like somebody like that you really want to raid right now. I was just gonna collapse as we enjoy Money D. Luffy, which had 5 kills. I think that's the first time the person with the most kills actually won. It's usually the person with the most kills, like, gets killed right at the very end. And it's just like, oh yeah, the person with like 1 kill won the game, and they beat the villain. But this makes sense that Luffy won. I'm gonna go watch my friend's mom's stream. I was just asking. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're just gonna explode. That was an emotional journey, and I'm glad you were all here for it. I wish this guy died sooner. I sent some icons in the Discord chat. You guys can use the images for yourselves. Typhlosion drama is crazy. Pokemon links are wild. I'm not sorry. Oh, spoiler alert, he's in the next Hunger Games. Okay. Carnosaurus and Shadowlord versus 22 Dougs. You guys can run that yourselves. Alright, good night, guys. Yeah, it was fun. That was fun. Doug guy's real name? No! Before the stream, I was like, hey, Dargonet, you should make a guy named Doug face like everybody. So he still included an image of the guy, so that's awesome. Nice job, Doug. We all love you, Doug. Anyways, good night. I'm actually ending this time. Goodbye. Goodbye, adios. Goodbye, adios. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wait, what was that boom for? Was it for me?